The story of our world every day. Listen and your heart may open up. If ever you feel frightened of our world that's washed away, a mother is a mother, come to us. Women, 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 women. Women sew the fabric of our world every day. History of violence made it through. The stories that we share will all live on until we say these truths are our gifts passed on to you, women.
Hello everyone, I'm Lisa Liebau and this is the Scheherazade Project's hashtag 101 Nights show. We're counting down to the most pivotal election of our time by featuring at least one woman's story in any art form each night through November 2nd, 2020, to urge all Americans to use their voices to vote. Join us live every night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tonight's featured artist is Jennifer Grotz, the first woman to direct the Bread Loaf Writers' Conferences. She's been awarded fellowships from the National Endowment for the Arts, the Guggenheim Foundation, the Rona Jaffe Foundation, and the Camargo Foundation. Her work has appeared 5 times in the annual Best American Poetry Anthology. She's author of 3 books of poems, Window Left Open, The Needle, and Cusp, and translator of 3 books, Everything I Don't Know, co-translated with Peter Sommer from the Polish of Jerzy Fikowski, Rochester Knockings, a novel translated from the French of Hubert Haddad, and Psalms of All My Days, poems translated from the French of Patrice de la Tour du Pin. It's an honor to bring you Jennifer Grotz.
My name is Jennifer Grotz, and I am delighted to be one of the sisters participating in the Scheherazade Project, the 101 night countdown to the most consequential political election, certainly of my lifetime. I am a poet, a translator, a professor at the University of Rochester, and I'm also the director of the Bread Loaf Writers' Conferences. Scheherazade was known for her storytelling, so I thought I would read a poem that meditates on the question of what is a story. It also meditates on what is a poem and what differences there even are between the genres. And it's called, fittingly enough, Poem or Story. Childhood was a story, a journey. It was a place one had to leave. I remembered whatever I read, I wondered if it was a poem or a story. My mother said it was a story if it had an ending. But poems ended too, I thought, or else they were middles. A journey might be a story where the ending is a place. I wondered too much, and wondering was a kind of place too, somewhere in the middle. I had no memory of the beginning. My life from its start was an expanding middle, my mother's. Was I a poem then, or was I a story? Was I taking a journey? As a child, we dressed up in our Sunday clothes when we flew on a plane. If traveling with our parents, we sat in the back so mother could smoke. A cigarette was a story that ended when a little pile of ash had mostly landed in the lidded metal box embedded in the armrest mother and I shared. She would send me into the convenience store to fetch a pack, Benson and Hedges ultralight menthol 100s, and candy cigarettes for me, chalky white with hot pink tips to mimic the burning. I carried them in a patent leather purse, as she did, next to my Avon lipstick samples, and smoked them when she smoked, and left a lipstick print on one end like she did too. Smoking had a beginning and an ending and a dreamy middle part that was time passing. Other times, if my brother and I flew on a plane alone, they put us up front, once in first class, where we were served a breaded chicken cutlet on a gleaming ceramic plate. When I cut into it, melted herb butter pooled from its middle, as if it were a poem, I thought. The flight attendant called it Chicken Kiev. Now, wherever I am or think I am going, I'm always living elsewhere at the same time. But childhood was a story, a journey. It was a place one had to leave. Thank you, and I look forward to voting with you in November. Take care.
Thanks for joining us tonight. If our featured artists inspire you to share a story of your own, everyone, all genders, can help the grassroots spread. Post your literary, visual, or performing arts on Instagram or Twitter with hashtag 101 Nights. That's 101 NIGHTS. You don't have to be the featured artist to join the movement. If you're a creative or just have a favorite story you want to share, post it on Twitter or Instagram and include hashtag 101 Nights.
Mother is a mother, come to us. Women, 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 women. Women sew the fabric of our world every day. History of violence made it through. The stories that we share will live on, and so we say these truths are our gifts passed on to you. Women.